that it's going to help you going forward?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, we knew going in that it was going to be an uphill battle on Friday. Home opener, Duluth young but highly talented, skilled, confident, coming off 3 out of the last 4 NCAA tournament, and our guys being young and still looking to find the leadership, and not a lot of upperclassmen that can just settle it down. And that's kind of how we played. I don't want to take anything away from Duluth, as they were flying. I mean, absolutely flying. We did put ourselves in a position to be in that game, even though we didn't play as well as we like. Even in the third period, we had an opportunity, puck in the right hands of Tanner Fritz on a 2-on-1. Goalie catches underneath his arm. They go down, shot, goal, game over. But the resiliency that we showed, even in that game, not starting the way we would like, and the way we fought throughout the game, and then the turnaround on Saturday, obviously, great redemption game. But we want to continue to build on that. We showed a similar thing last year, similar when things went not our way, and then we found a way to battle back. So good signs there. We just have to grow up in a hurry.
How much credit do you give Olson for the win on Saturday?
Olson played well, no doubt. Did what he needed to do, but we played so much better in front of him. I mean, you almost gave Brady throw him out to the wolves type thing. Numerous family and friends there, plus going back to Duluth, a place that he was at. Right. So a lot of pressure on him. So the next night, Ole did his job, played well. I'm not going to take that away from him, but it certainly wasn't the reason why we won.
You had mentioned leadership earlier. You talked about going on the road and the team wants to bond and get together. You start to see guys gravitate towards certain players, and certain players start taking a leadership role?
Yes and no. I think that first night it was very quiet. Guys didn't want to step on toes. Who was going to step up and try to be that leader? But you felt that, though, going after that game. You heard guys talk in the locker room. I'm not even sure who was speaking at one point. I had to ask, and so guys did step up. And then next day, certainly, certain guys took charge. And it was nice even for a guy like Brendan Martell. Didn't play Friday. Was great, vocal, even on Friday. And then he did play on Saturday. And obviously his maturity really shows.
Quinnipiac, are they sort of a good opponent to get you ready for conference season? They're on the road, very senior laying team.
Well, I very similar to Duluth. This is probably, if you're going to ask people out on the East, the best team that they've had, and a team that they're looking to make an NCAA run. So it's going to be very difficult for us. Obviously, a lot of leadership, a lot of experience up front. It's going to be a very difficult situation for us, and it's good for us. I mean, let's get on the road, have our young kids grow up, and we go from there. Keep on getting better.
Last weekend, what do you think was your biggest improvements going in after the first 2 games? What do you think you can do this weekend? What are the areas you need to improve on?
I think we need to work on being consistent, because you could see we weren't really there Friday, and Saturday we came out and played well. So I think we want to be consistent and have what we had on Saturday last weekend, both nights this weekend.
Did you sense you were a better team Saturday night than Friday night, maybe just getting wrapped up in opening night for them?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think Saturday night we were better in all aspects of the game. We battled harder. We did the details of the game better. I mean, everything was better.
I feel like as a team you sort of passed a little bit of a test, like coming back from some adversity at the beginning of the season, at that first loss.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. We came back. I mean, that was a great response by our team. Proud of everyone for that win on Saturday.
You've seen Quinnipiac before. You saw them last year. I mean, what kind of your thoughts going into? They have a lot of seniors on that squad, pretty veterans crew. What do you think about Quinnipiac?
I don't know. I'm just trying to focus on our team and focus on our habits and the things that we have to do. So I think we're just going to focus on ourselves coming into the weekend and play our game.
Well, let's talk about your first collegiate experience. Describe it for us.
It was a lot of fun. Being back in my home state, my brother actually goes to Minnesota Duluth. He wasn't able to make the game, but a lot of family in there, and it was great. It's a great atmosphere. I think most importantly, it was just important for me and the guys to kind of bounce back on Saturday. Obviously, played a lot better than Friday and get the win.
Do you think maybe it helped you to sit the first game and watch, and then get in there on Saturday?
Obviously, you don't like sitting ever, but maybe a little bit, kind of get the feel for just the atmosphere, and kind of picked up on a few things their guys like to do, and I think that might have helped me out Saturday night a little bit, seeing it from the other angle first.
You think maybe it's more nerves for you because you were back home? If you'd started like in Quinnipiac this weekend?
Yeah. I don't think so. I think kind of once you're in the game, you're in the game. You don't really feel anything outside the rink. So I don't think it would have mattered.